All right. Hello there, folks. Hope your day's off to a good start. Hope you're having a happy Friday. Today we're going to continue with the same thing we've been doing for the last few weeks. Continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy V with this team. And then continue onwards with our weekly game of Civ 4 AI Survivor. This one is going to be game number 4. Looks to be another fun one. All right. So at the end of the last session for the Final Fantasy V playthrough, let me turn the sound down just a little bit. We don't need it quite that high. At the end of the last session, we did the last of the 3 mini bosses that we needed, the Puroboros, and we are finishing up with World 1, and we're moving into World 2. There's actually nothing more for us to do here in World 1. So let's go ahead and get started. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here, Burninator, Shallow Thought. I will mention that I have been feeling a little under the weather this week. Where is the little peninsula I'm supposed to go? Oh, it's just to the northeast. I've been feeling a little under the weather this week, just for whatever reason. I haven't quite been able to shake off this. I don't know if it's like a cold or something, but just have felt not 100%. And I've been feeling better today, but still like not completely back to 100%. The other thing is our younger son Charlie's been waking up very early. He's been getting up at like 5:30 for the last week or so. He's been getting up early a lot. So I'm also pretty tired. He was up at 5:30 today, and then I took him downstairs at 5:45 and watched him until our other son got up a little after 6:30. Yeah. Probably should have gone to bed earlier than, but I didn't go to bed until 12:30. So probably should have gone to sleep a little bit earlier, but I was watching the NFL draft and then watching some of the NBA basketball games last night. I wanted to watch a little more of that. See, the problem is when you have young kids, the only time you get to relax is when the kids are asleep. So even though you probably should go to sleep early to get up with the kids, I want to have the time when they're not when they're not running around underfoot, and I can only do that after they go to bed. So I stay up later than I probably should. Anyway, long story short, I'm kind of tired. I will apologize if I'm not as upbeat as I often am. So we're going to do our best to get through this stream. Not feeling quite as good as I usually do. And then being a little tired. Anyway, thanks for putting that in the chat again, Burninator. Hey, not Spambot. Why are we using ourselves as meteors? Because Final Fantasy V's plot is just ridiculous and silly. It doesn't really make any sense. It involves traveling back and forth between the 2 worlds on meteors. Was this inspired by the little Saiyan pods on Dragon Ball Z, which was actually going on when this game was made? Quite possibly. Who knows? That's what everyone always thinks of when they think of the meteors traveling back and forth. All right, so we're in the other world. Somehow we have a world map. Don't ask me how the characters got a world map, but now we're in the other world. And the only way to advance the plot forward is to use a tent, which will trigger a cutscene. And the game will hint that you should use a tent because it will keep giving you battles with these little pals. And they always drop a tent every time you kill one. So we'll just take our free tent. Yes, Lena is still dead. So it'll give you a tent every single time. After you've gotten like the 3rd or 4th tent, you'll probably be like, oh, I should probably use a tent here. I think the game might be trying to tell me something. So we'll use the tent to trigger our cutscene. Note that Bart is asleep, doing nothing. Dot dot. I love the dot dot dot. Something I've been wondering about. Why'd you risk your life to save the Windrake? The deranged move, as always, is farming 99. Farming 99 tents as Lena begs to be allowed to sleep every fight. Burninator's on a 25 stream streak. Burninator's probably on a much longer streak than that. Burninator basically never misses a stream, which is certainly appreciated. And thanks again for helping with the Nightbot stuff. on the Twitch channel. Oh, what's this? Oh man. If only Lena could actually like fight back, you would think that her character was just like an NPC. Or Ferris. Wouldn't you think that Ferris would like fight back or something? You would think so. But no, apparently they just get kidnapped in cutscene. It's always like the most dangerous thing in these games is the cutscenes. The abductor. Now, you're supposed to lose this battle, but you can also win it. I guess you're not supposed to lose it, but the same thing happens regardless of whether you win or lose. Fortunately, Bart's is just blocking everything right now. I think this thing is, yeah, I was going to say, I think it has like around 2,000-ish health. It looks like it had 1,500. Well, hey, we got to get our 1 ability point, right? And our ether. We got to take our ether. Those things are actually expensive. All right, so now there's no way to move the game forward aside from opening this very suspicious-looking treasure chest. So we have to do it, and gas. Crazy purple knockout gas. There we go. Yeah, the cutscene debuff, it also disables Phoenix Downs. Yes, the cutscene debuff that disables Phoenix Downs. Lena and Ferris were just that tired after all the tent farming. Yeah, where did the chest come from? Where did that chest come from? I guess it's supposed to be the monster left it behind. Where are we? Come on, game. Fortunately, as I've mentioned before, I probably need to get a new controller because this one just keeps cutting out periodically. It's a good thing I'm not playing like a platformer game because it would not work. Oh, get used to the mwahaha's from Xdeath. He says mwahaha a lot in this game. Gallup and the others have made it to... Notice that he didn't say made it to the big bridge. He just said made it to big bridge. Probably a little mistake in the translation there. They've made it to big bridge. Prepare the giant mirror. Oh no, not the giant mirror. There's no way to progress the game if your input device doesn't work? No. Oh, not the giant mirror. By the way, after this little sequence, the giant mirror is never referenced or used again. Never referenced or used again after this scene. I'm still amused that I named Bart's Late in this game. Late. I mean, wouldn't he just think this is like an illusion or a trick of some kind? One more step and they die. Xdeath. Not a subtle villain. Everybody fall back. Oh, Gilgamesh. It's a shame that... Too bad Gilgamesh is not playing in this Civ 4 AI Survivor game. He bought the giant mirror at an item shop. It gets used up. It's a consumable. Gotta love those cutscenes. I believe this is a 1992 game. It's either 92 or 93. Gotta love those cutscenes. I think it's 92, though. I'd have to double check. Why does Gilgamesh get his own sprite? Because he appeared in a bunch of future Final Fantasy games. That's why. It's not really reflected by his importance in the plot in this game. Release the Windrake. I like how each world has one and only one Windrake in both worlds. There's exactly one. They also happen to look exactly alike. Got to reuse those assets. Wait, I thought that Xdeath said take one step forward and he'd kill everybody. Because Gallup took just like 25 steps forward. Oh, well. Again, don't apply logic to this game. No, it's bad, but I like how the little girl is apparently second in command of the army. Yeah, she's supposed to be like 10 years old. Apparently second in command. Pretty much. I mean, yes, basically. This is the place. Exdeath is like a fae bound by the letter. Galuf didn't step forward, he flew forward on the Drake. Well, he did take a bunch of steps first before he jumped on its back. But I like that interpretation. Alright, now we get control of Galuf. So this is the solo Galuf sequence. He still has his equipment on, right? Yes, he still has his equipment. I was just checking to make sure they didn't de-equip him. There's a healing spring up here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I think he was already full health, but... so for the solo games I did, this part could be a little awkward because, you know, Galuf would be dead. He'd be a level 1 dead character, so I traditionally would turn him into a summoner and just use the Titan summon. Because there's like a little mini boss fight against Gilgamesh coming up. A properly implemented Necromancer is never alone. This is very short before we get the rest of the party back again. Preemptive strike. Well, you know what we're going to do. We only have one command. Fortunately, these enemies are really weak. Because you're intended to have only one character here. Gotta love the that elf cape flashing with no one behind it. Yep, all that physical evade. Well, this could do a lot of damage, or it could just tickle them. Or they could absorb poison element. I couldn't. Spiders immune to poison. I can imagine these are actually normally sized tarantulas. I mean, you can't see Galuf, he's invisible. Maybe he's actually gigantic. Alright, so that's slow status. Now that means his action bar will fill up at half speed. Oh, wait. Oh! Okay. Interesting thing happened there. So the tarantulas were immune to poison element. They got healed from the zombie dragon. However, they were not immune to poison status. So they actually have been inflicted with poison status and their health is slowly ticking down. But they were immune to the damage from that. But not the status element, if that makes sense. So that's just a little bit of silliness. So we could stand here and this tarantula would slowly bleed to death from the poison, but that would take forever. So we'll just... By the way, Galuf is dodging away. He has about 50% physical evade. He's apparently spamming the skeletons, which is his weakest summon. 4 potions. Okay. Alright. Well, I was going to say now we have to take on Gilgamesh, but apparently we get one more random encounter first. Enough with the skeleton. Maybe he's using up all the skeletons first before he has to deal with Gilgamesh. Now, the big issue with Gilgamesh is if we get into trouble against him, we can't heal. Because Gal's a necromancer, he can't heal if he takes damage against Gilgamesh. But hopefully he'll just pull out the Flaremancer and win quickly. Hopefully he won't do a whole bunch of skeletons. So what we can do, we want to make sure he's full health before this fight. Alright, well that's better than the skeleton. I believe Gilgamesh has 1600 health in this little mini-boss fight. Alright, so... I mean, yeah, we're blocking his attacks. No, poison actually does decent damage in this game. I think it's 1/8 of max HP every tick. It's something like that. It's actually pretty significant. The reason why you saw low damage is those spiders had extremely low max health. Oh, there's the Flaremancer. Okay, we just win this. We might have to hit him one more time. Yeah, the tarantulas just have really, really low health. Okay. Inconceivable. How could you possibly have Flaremancer? It's like, aren't you using a job that you're not supposed to have? It's like, yes. Alright. On the plus side, we're about to finally get the first Necromancer Dark Art coming up here. Seriously? Okay. Just pausing here to talk to Gala. We didn't just randomly have our input device go out for no reason. There we go. So the party's reunited after a very brief moment apart. I'll verbally berate you later. Alright, now I've got everybody back together again, which makes this a very, very easy little mini dungeon. I mean, we could use finisher, but we can also just attack. As I said, those things have like 100 health, so they die super fast. I should check out Lena's magic point total to see if I need to set up a prediction. Okay, we refilled our potion stock. Lena's on a 6-digit. Okay, that's kind of awkward. Prefer to get her back to a 0 again. Oh, also, this little sequence here just makes no sense. Whoa, better not let them see me. Bartz does this. He just lays down. This is never replicated at any other point in time in the gameplay. I have no idea why the developers did that. And, like, if you go back, he doesn't... he does actually go back to the laying down graphic. Okay. A prediction sounds ominous. Okay. Everybody's been dunking on my terrible AI survivor picks. Wait, was there a chest over there? Oh, that's the one that has their items in it, doesn't it? They already got that. Okay. Oh, if you're wondering what's in here, you can't go up that way yet. Yeah, everybody's been dunking on my terrible AI survivor picks. I'm actually happy with how many points I have, given that I've whiffed on all of the leader categories in every game so far. It's pretty justified right now. Just see who we can need to heal. The prisoner's lying face down on the ground and doing the worm to escape. Alright, so that thing is weak against lightning element, so kudos for that. Well, we put it in old status, which didn't matter because now it's dead. That'll kill it. Burninator's predicted second in every game so far. That's the hardest category to get normally. Alright, now we have the party back again, so that's cool. Well, technically I should probably... Well, we're not getting the ability points up right now, but that's fine. We don't get that many ability points here. I'll swap that back out after we get done the big bridge sequence. This section's known for having maybe the best music in the game. Battle on the Big Bridge, I think, is the title of this song. So you have a series of places where you can get a random encounter or not. It's actually just random whether you fight a battle with them or not. Alright, let's see if this can... Alright, I was hoping I'd get the one shot. These things actually do a pretty high amount of damage, even though they have a little chariot name. Alright. I know that T-Hawk, when he did the solo white mage, we'll set up a prediction here, but I want to make sure it doesn't go off and kill the party. Yeah, this will take her down to 0 magic points, which is what we want. T-Hawk, when he did the solo white mage, one of the battles he had to do took like 3 hours to complete, and this music played the whole time, and he was like, it is possible to get tired of the Battle on the Big Bridge music when you've heard it for hours and hours and hours. Alright, so Lena's all set up to do prediction because her magic point digit's now on a 0. But yeah, this music's pretty good. Yeah, I was just hoping he wouldn't roll the fill. That'll definitely kill that one. We'll heal whoever gets hit. We can... Okay. See, Ferris takes a lot less damage because she has more physical resistance. That's pretty good damage. Bartz will be able to kill this one with another auto. Also, since we can't heal Galuf in battle, I want to make sure I keep healing him out of battle. Oh yeah, did you see the, we still have the Rama summon in our inventory. I'm just going to hold him in my inventory the whole game. He'll be trapped as an item. Okay, so right there, we could have gotten a battle. We didn't get one. Here we get 2 battles in a row. That cat was pretty fast. Oh, nice. Bartz was strong enough to kill that without even needing to use finisher. That was nice. We just took out half the party immediately. Or half the enemy party immediately. And that'll take out... So I don't know who's getting hit, but you can't control who gets hit by those Oath abilities. But something's dying. Too bad the damage from Oath scales really poorly. It never increases. It always stays the same. Very different from like Rapid Fire, which... or Open Fire, which scales up its damage as the game goes on. 300... Oh, yeah, we gotta... It's a two-phase fight. No, I could have just attacked normally. Well, screw this one, unless it absorbs Wind Element, which it does not. Just screw that one in particular. We could have done 400 damage. Let's do 9,000 damage instead. Oh no, 3 cats. 3 cats with little bat wings. Whatever will we do. But hey, they're flying killers. Can't remember how much. I was curious, how much XP do they actually like need for a level up? Well, they're leveling at a decently fast pace. I'd like to get... Okay, we're actually rolling a lot of random encounters here. You sometimes can dodge almost every random encounter in here. It's just totally luck-based how many you get. We're rolling like the maximum number of encounters are very close to that. Alright, well, Lena needs a heal. Well, she just dodged that one. Are we fast enough to attack before the monsters? Apparently the answer is yes. Ow, that's the highest damaging shot. Oh no, the red shot's the second highest. The X shot is the highest damaging one. You know, take 300 XP. That's not bad. Why did the robot take... great question. Why did the robot take more damage from poison? So the way that that zombie dragon ability works is it will roll a random spell power. It can roll anywhere from 10 to 100, and it rolls a different amount for each target. So how much damage that does is extremely random. And sometimes it just does no damage at all. And other times it'll roll the spell power 100 and it'll actually do a lot of damage. But that's a great question. The fact that one was a cat and one was a robot did not affect the damage. It was just how much it happened to roll. I think everybody's full health right now, actually. Yeah, everybody's full health. Alright, Paris level. Cool. Yeah, we rolled like the maximum number of random encounters on the big bridge just for whatever reason. I mean, if these cats want to jump down for me to kill them, I guess we're killing cats then. Things you probably didn't expect to hear me say. I guess we're killing cats then. Streamer comments taken out of context. Fortunately, we can just keep wiping away the damage. Anyway, we have a prediction set up for Gilgamesh, so that should get us past him. Alright. And yeah, now we have to fight... It looks like there's nothing in here, but we have a Gilgamesh fight to do. Guess who's been waiting behind this door the whole time? Yes, it's me. It took you long... Well, we did get like 7 random encounters. So the trick in this battle is when Gilgamesh gets down to low HP, he uses a whole bunch of buffs on himself. But we're in a full party setting, so we should be fine. I mean, we can also just roll for the elemental attack. Alright, well, okay. Okay. Well, Or we could just cheese the battle. Oh, wait, he's actually using his buffs, but he's gonna die here, I believe. He only has 6,000 health, so he should just die instantly. Yeah, okay. He still used his buffs anyway. He just then died instantly. Okay, so I guess we cheesed that fight successfully. Wizard's hat. That's probably better for one of these. Yep, that's like the next hat up. We'll just give it to you. Wait, Ferris is Ferris is 2 levels higher than everyone else? How exactly did that happen again? I guess she survived some battles that other people died in. I was like, how is Ferris 2 levels higher than everyone else? Anyway, we don't need predict right now, so we'll go back to the ability point up command and get rid of the stupid flail, and yeah, there we go. Wow, so many random encounters. This is odd. I don't know if we actually need that. Well, goodbye, fish. Barch just says, I do not like fish today. There's the X. So the X, yeah, the X shot does the most damage. Bart's actually needs to heal the most. Attack! I think his attack plus Bart's does kill this thing, yeah. So we don't need to watch the long animation. Alright, this should be it. We dodged the last 2 places a random encounter can pop up. So the GBA has, the Game Boy Advance has some trouble displaying that kind of effect. The SNES, or I guess Super Famicom, because this game didn't release outside of Japan originally, it handled those kind of displays a lot better. The infamous Mode 7 graphics. I don't know how many of you were around then. That got a lot of press at the time. But yeah, the GBA has trouble displaying some of those effects. It's not quite as powerful as the SNES was. I still have my GBA. I think it's right over here, actually. Hold on. Do I have it right here? I must have it somewhere else. I do have my SNES controller here, though. I used this for a long time when I got the thing that let it plug into USB outlet. But it has not been working as well lately either. Up. And you know what happened? Speaking of controllers, it's like whenever I stop hitting inputs for like 10 seconds, it stops working. Unplugging and replugging does seem to work, but... Alright, any idea where this is? Let's continue. This has got to be Glossiana. I believe that name is not referenced in the original game. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, guys. Why is it having so much trouble? We literally advanced the dialogue 1. There we go. Figures would be thrown someplace like this. Controller. We came to help you, but you ended up helping us. As usual, you really didn't have to come. Meddlesome bums, the whole lot of you. But Galf doesn't really feel that way. It's good to see you again. Alright. Now we finally get a chance to save. I don't really think the party's going to get wiped out, but having played a whole lot of solo characters, you don't take chances. If you get a chance to save, you save, so you don't have to go through that whole sequence again. So yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. We've got these weird bug monsters. I wish the animations were a little bit faster on Galif's abilities. Isn't that massive brown area swamp the size of Africa? Something like that. By the way, the background graphics do look great here. Like, this looks quite pretty in the background. So we just put that thing in old status. We'll just attack. This thing will die. It has, like, no health left. Oh, okay. Well. Attack! I guess they have a little bit more health than I thought. Okay. I guess they have a little bit more health than I thought. I thought that thing had, like, no health at all. Yeah, it does look like Switzerland. I agree. Alright, I guess they have closer to 1,000 HP. So we are... By the way, the place where we were before, here's Exdes Castle, and the big bridge was here before it blew up. Now we're up here. Somehow we got thrown, like, 7,000 miles away to the other side of the world. Don't ask me how that happened. If we had been thrown that far, how in the world would our characters have survived? Again, this game basically is like an anime plot. You can't take it too realistically. Oh, one of these guys can put you in zombie status, which is super annoying. I think it's that fairy orc can put you in zombie status. Anybody need a heal? Although I think they have to be dead to be turned into a zombie. Ah, fall damage is capped. Okay. That was actually a pretty good zombie dragon. Okay, like, nobody is injured here. Oh, you know what? I should be using... I forgot. Lena can use Condemn. Condemn's not even that bad. Now that she's leveled up her job a bit, she can actually take things out with the Doom thing pretty quickly. I should have used that. It's not an anime plot. It's the plot of Season 8 of a series that was only planned to have Season 2. Anyway, Flaremanster is still a one-shot kill, but it won't be for much longer. Yeah, Flaremancer won't be a one. Oh, wow. What is with that random encounter rate? Okay. Be nice if we could. Yeah, I think the critical hit would also kill one of these things. Yeah, alright. These things are so weird looking. Yep. Flying manta rays. That'll kill one of them. Oh, nope, never mind. So this will kill this one. Now we just got the lower damage. Okay, ow. Another zombie dragon. Yeah, I'm also getting a little tired of seeing the various Galuf Necromancer stuff. Alright, 288 XP. Oh, 2 ability power. Ah. Well, that's great. Anytime we get 2 ability power, it's great, because then we get 3 via the passive, Lena's ability power up passive. So that's great. We get an extra point there. Definitely want to max out these classes. I really want Lena to get her job class maxed, because then her condemns are a lot faster. Bart gets a really useful ability when he levels up as well. Ferris doesn't really get anything from leveling, and Galuf doesn't really get anything from leveling their jobs, but the others do. Wow, this is a really high encounter rate here. Nice spy. That should kill it. Oh, we confused it. I forgot the red shot can also... There's a status effect that can also... Well, that's going to kill it. There's a status effect that can also happen, and it's confusion for the red shot. The X shot, the status effect is instant death. It doesn't happen a whole lot, but you can also just one-shot kill them. There's old status. We're just using statuses left and right here. Alright, that works. I'll need the 1 ability point. Anyway, where are we? Somewhere in the middle of no... Okay, we're almost to the... There's only 1 town out here. But we're almost to it. By the way, there's actually... Oh, this is annoying. There's actually very few towns in World 2. Ah, I could have one-shot it. Oh, well. We definitely want to... Let's take somebody out with a condemn. We are finally going to get some more reliable AoE damage from Galuf very soon. I mean, this is AoE, so that's kind of nice. When there's 4 targets on the screen, that's handy. You can see the highly variable damage. Alright, ticking doom clock, go! That one down there is almost dead. I think the poison might even kill it. Wow, these things have... Okay, these things have more health than I thought. Alright, you know what? Oh, when they use the transfusion, they kill themselves to... It restores one of them to full health. Oh, wait, did that... Oh, no, that's right. We can have multiple ticking doom clocks at a time. I was like, does it override the previous condemn? But no, it does not. Alright, so we don't really have to do anything. We just sit here and wait for the condemns to kill them. Or the poison. That would also work. Or old status. Using a lot of status effects here. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of experience. 400. I only got the one ability point, though. Alright. Finally made it to a town. There's magic we can't use. Hi. Now we can finally purchase some new stuff. So this is a better knife, but like Galuf never attacks, so he doesn't need it. And Varys never attacks, so she doesn't need it. Nobody can use this. Nobody can use this. Sleep Blade we do want. Get one for parts. He can technically use this, but I think the Sleep Blade has slightly higher attack. Doubles power of jump. Nobody. We don't have any dragoons. Dark. We already have a dark. Wait, do we have a dark bow? Dark bow can be good because it puts people in blindness status. Do we have one of those? They're drop in the previous area. Do we have one of those? We do not, so we should get one. Just in case I want to put something in darkness status. I'm not going to equip it, but... Handy to have some weapons that you can put people in various statuses. Alright, so we can sell some of this junk. We have some extra stuff we don't need. This we can't use. Mithril Sword is outdated. We don't need that. Nobody can use this. Nobody in the party can equip that. And this is no good. Okay. Now let's go get some armor in the other shop. He runs the armor store. Yeah, I could figure that out by the big shield. Alright, we do need a golden shield for Ferris. Do we... I guess we don't have one. Oh, there was one of these back in the previous dungeon and I missed it. So Ferris already has that. And we want one of these. Ninja suit. We do need the Gaia gear, though. That's better than what both of them have. Nope. Oh, I wanted to buy 2, not 11. Oh, that was a costly misclick. I didn't want 11 of them. Oh, money is pretty tight in this game, too. That actually hurt a lot. I mean, I'll get some of that money back, but... Just accidentally used Roman numerals. Yeah, I mean, we can sell the other 9 of them back, but that was a little pricey. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of some of the stuff that we don't like. This is outdated. We don't need this. We have a better armor now. We have a better shield, and alright. I mean, we got half of our money back. Oh, and the Mithril Helm is outdated, so we don't need that. It still cost me a couple, like, that still cost like 10,000 gold, which is unfortunate, because I would like to buy some high potions here, which are quite pricey. Oh well, we'll get more money. Always save before going into a shop. Yeah, good advice as well. Alright, we're fine on potions. I would like to get more Phoenix Downs as well. You can see they're pretty expensive. Alright. High potions. That's probably about the most we can afford for right now. And we need these cure zombie status. We don't need any of that other stuff, though. Alright. Holding on to a couple thousand gold. We'll go in the pub in a second. I don't think we really need to use the inn. I don't remember if there's anything in any of the pots in this town. I don't think so. We're past the early game where there's stuff in pots everywhere. And if you're on stage, you got to dance. Okay. I thought this town had a piano in it. Maybe not. I love how you get 100 gil for that. How about you dance for us? Alright, so that's it. There's not really... Oh no, we need to use the inn. That's right. There's a little cutscene when we use the inn here. I forgot. Customers. Tonight it's on the house. Convenient that the inn has exactly 4 beds, right? No, notice that there's no rooms in the inn. The beds are just in the same room with the fireplace and the dining table. What a place to sleep. And the shopkeeper, the innkeeper watches you as you sleep. I don't know. I guess he left. I like the notion that the innkeeper watches you as you sleep. Gallup's in the pub. We'll go get him. Oh, we also need to fix our timer. You guys should let me know I needed to fix the timer. Oh, wait. Whoops. That's not... I adjusted the text, not the time. There we go. There we go. All right. That's the stuff. You gotta be kidding me. Click out of the window for 1 second and we lose the ability to input commands. Are you serious? There we go. Okay. Gallup said something. Oh, late. What's up? Pull up a chair. If we hadn't put it in, you'd have been able to get into Exodus Castle. He's like, nope. Even if we gotten in, the barrier would have destroyed us. It's only thanks to you we weren't all crushed. You knew that once you came here, you could never return, right? Why? No particular reason. It's like, I didn't really have anything else to do. All right, and that's it. Just a little cutscene. All right, and off we go. We took advantage of our free inn for the night. Nothing in those pots. Remember how at the beginning of the game there was stuff in like every pot? Yeah, once you get to this point in the game, there's like nothing in any of them. Oh, didn't I say Ferris was getting close to the level where her damage would increase from her, what's it called? From her open fire ability? I have to double check that. I'll just, while we're in this battle, I'll check it when the action bar is like filling up. Let's see, so it's her level squared divided by 256. So she's 22 times 22. 6. Yeah, she's close. I think level 23. I think maybe her next level does it. Yeah, her next level, level 23, she'll actually increase her damage by another multiplier. So that's cool. She's close to getting a damage boost. And Bart's damage just went up because he just got a better weapon. Although he no longer puts people in old status. Now he puts them in sleep status. Yeah, we made it far enough that the cannon doesn't one-shot anymore. I mean, it can. It depends on which of the shots it rolls. Oh, wait. Actually, we're not going to need another condemn. I think everybody's still full health. Although, oh, I should have adjusted Lena's magic points. Although, actually, we don't have any bosses coming up in the immediate future. So we don't really need to set up a prediction. I mean, that would still probably be a one-shot. Or close to it. How much does she need to level? Oh, not a lot. Less than 1,000. Hi there. Great question. The AI Survivor, there's a countdown timer at the top of the screen. It'll start around then. So I think that's in like an hour and a half, roughly. Great question. All right, so here's Kuzar Castle. Or this game calls it the Sealed Castle. We can't actually do the thing that's we're supposed to get in here. This is a World 3 place you come back to, but what we can do is fight the shield dragons. These things are really strong. They're like much stronger than you're supposed to be able to deal with at this stage in the game. So there are some strategies around how to cheese these guys for like experience. But we'll just see if we can kill one. Finisher is like our best chance to kill this. We actually need multiple finishers to kill this because it's 20,000 HP. So we actually need another finisher to beat this. That might confuse it though. Yeah, and they like to run away. Did get 5 ability points though, so like that's not nothing. But yeah, they're hard to kill. But there's not much we can do in there right now. They do give an insane... They give like 5,000 XP if you beat them. We're apparently in a swamp here. Okay, that works. That's good damage. The tunnelers can use the ability Sonic Wave that cuts your level in half, which is very annoying for a whole bunch of solo characters. So I do not like those guys for that reason. I just love the notion that we have an invisible necromancer running forward to summon a manta ray against 2 bugs, one of which is dying to doom status. Video games are fun sometimes. Alright, so this thing's going to die to condemn in a couple seconds anyway. There is, they just cut Lena's level in half. Whoops, I thought I was on Gallop. I actually wanted Lena. I was going to do a prediction, something there for her. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. So we just have to keep walking east here until we get to the Moogle village. That should kill it. I think they have like right around 1,000 health. It might even be exactly 1,000. That'll kill this one too. We pulled the top results on both of those abilities, and it was a very easy kill. Wait, aren't we... Oh no, we're supposed to go north here. That's right. Random encounter rate feels like it's set a little high here. Well, just been getting a lot of random encounters. There we go. That'll kill that. Soon we'll be able to use Dark Arts for the first time. Hi, Kajatliak. Alright, please hit... good. I was hoping that the Flaremancer would not hit the one that's already suffering a ticking doom death. And unfortunately, it was not. I mean, this thing will die anyway in a few seconds. Well, you know when that's convenient? When your controller inexplicably just decides to stop working in the middle of the battle. Good thing we already had that one condemned. I might just have to order a new one of these. I think this one's just... I've had this for quite a few years. Alright, there's Ferris. Are those red orb things? I think they're supposed to be eyes, yeah, I think. Alright, see this little narrow portion? We're going to fall in a hole when we go through here. We're in the Moogle village now. Whoop. Koopo! What's a Moogle doing? I love how this game just like barely explains what Moogles are. This is not the game that introduced Moogles, if I remember correctly. I think they're from Final Fantasy III, I think did that originally. I could be wrong though. Cool. It's cool that we're over 300 predictions again. We're slowly getting smaller numbers of predictions. That always happens as the season goes on. But the fact that we're still over 300 for the fourth game is really cool. Anyway, in order to go forward, we have to go rescue the Moogle. So now we're in this underground tunnel. Oh, but Ferris's damage went up. So pay attention to Ferris's cannon shots. They should be doing more damage now. This will be a good test of, do I actually know my mechanics, or am I just full of nonsense? I'm pretty sure her damage should have just gone up. All right, that one's in sleep status, so if we don't hit it, it won't wake up. Yep. See, before that was doing like, I think it was doing like 11 to 1200 before. Now it's 1300, so her damage just went up. I actually can't adjust her magic point total. She doesn't have predict right now. Oh well, we'll just do this guy. You want to watch this? Just a creature named Moogle Eater. Wonder what it eats. All right, this thing's asleep, so it'll never attack. So we can just sit back, relax here, and let the Doom Skull do its work. Put it to sleep. Put it in Doom status. Boom, you're dead. Oh, hi, thanks for the subscription streak. Got red eyes. All right, there you go, Bartz. Darius and Hammurabi are still the favorites. Okay. I mean, we'll take a closer look when we get closer to that game. All right, well, that's the top roll. Or no, I keep saying that. That's the red shot. The most damaging one is the black shot. The red shot does almost as much damage, but it does do less. Do the crabs like getting bubbles blown at them? I don't think they have any resistance to water element, so I think it'll just do normal damage, yeah. These things have higher than average defense, but I don't think they have any... Yeah, they have high defense. You can see Bart's didn't do that much damage. High physical defense. Not going to help them against open fire, though. That damage is magic damage. Go get him, Lena! Lena, you healed it! No! What are you doing? I didn't know that was going to happen. I just thought that would be fun. You made it the crab stronger! A Bart's attack and then an open fire will definitely kill it, so. Good damage there. One prediction has Roosevelt winning. I mean, if that person gets it, kudos to them. That's not. I mean, it's not inconceivable. We've seen weird stuff happen. I think Victoria winning game 2 was like really unlikely. I mean, it happened. We all watched it happen, but I still think that was. I think when we rerun the alternate histories for game 2, Victoria winning is going to be like a 5 to 10% result. Her land was so weak compared to everybody else's. The fact that she won the game just does not feel like a likely outcome. So who knows? I'm not trying to rag on Victoria. I don't think she's a great leader at AI Survivor, but I don't think she's terrible. I just think her position was pretty bad in that game. She made it work, obviously, but a lot had to go right for that to happen. I don't know. Sometimes they get really surprised by the alternate histories. Like, sometimes stuff happens you don't expect. Roosevelt's winning chances will increase significantly. Yeah, if I pick him... I mean, whatever I pick to happen is not going to happen. We already established this, so... It's just which one of the favorites am I going to curse today? Now I'm, like, terrified to announce my thoughts until the last second because people are going to go in and want to change their picks. Just so that they don't have the same thing as me. Let's go to the chest. Oh, wow, 4,000 gold. Or Gil, as this game calls it. I think Gil is a stupid name, but that's what the game calls it. Alright, well, that one's asleep. So I guess we're just replaying the same battle from before. The Raja Forms deals magic damage. Magic damage does not wake up a sleeping target. So this will not wake that thing up. So we'll just have Bartz kill it. Everybody was already full health. There was nobody to heal. This will kill it. These things have around 1,000 HP. Okay, and it might seem weird that we got random encounters on 2 tiles in a row, but that's actually That's actually pre-programmed in there. That always happens every time you come through here. You always get random encounters on 2 tiles in a row. Nice, getting good damage here. Sure, we'll put you in Doom status. Are there really only 2 encounters in this stuff? No, so every time you go in the water, you're on like a fixed track, and all the encounters are preset when you're on like that preset in the water. So there's like 4 or 5 of them that are you always get every single time. So this area is not as random as it looks like. Love, by the way, the poison rolling damage low enough that it actually does 0 damage. That's pretty hilarious. Anyway, normal attack and then open fire will kill this one, and then Doom will take out the last one. Nice. Got that physical evade. Bye. That skull just looks so I know I've said this many times, but that skull just looks so freaking evil. It's just like so happy to kill something. Whatever gets hit by the condemned. Now this is an actual random encounter. This is not a preset fight here. That's good damage. I believe that thing has like 50 health left. So I'm actually going to try to have... If I get Galuf here, I'm actually going to try to have Galuf stab this thing. You heal yourself. I wish that Galuf and Lena did not act at like almost exactly the same rate. Yeah, that should actually kill it. Yeah. HP tracking for the win. I knew it had like almost no health left. Alright. A couple more levels. Levels are super important in this game, so... I talked about this in the first stream. It's worth mentioning just while we're like chilling here. Levels do not increase your base stats. So like the strength, agility, blah, blah, blah. That does not go up as your level. What it does do is it gives you more health and it gives you more magic points. So like obviously that's good. But on top of that, almost every damage formula in the game uses level. They don't all use it, but most of them use your level as part of the damage calculation. So leveling will increase your damage and it will increase your health. So it's quite important to have a higher level in this game. It also makes you more resistant to some status effects hitting, because one of the main ways that status effects get calculated as far as whether they hit or not is it compares the level of the monster using the ability to the target, and then the difference between the two affects the percentage odds of the attack hitting. So anyway, level is super important. You really, really want the level to go up. Let's kill it with... I think these things are weak to fire. Let's try this. I don't think we're going to have time for this to go off, but we'll give it a try. That's going to do no damage because we have not damaged this thing yet. Alright, we can just Flaremancer kill it. First slime enemy in the game, yeah. This is not Dragon Quest where slimes are like the first thing you see. Final Fantasy doesn't do that much with slimes. So those things, as you hit them, they'll use Vampire and get health back again. But if they use the Vampire and they haven't taken any damage yet, it just does nothing. So you don't want to damage them to like near death, because then they'll use... We should probably just let these things attack here. Go ahead. Yeah. That way the Vampire will do no damage. I don't even know what it would have done for Galuf though, because he's also undead. I don't think it would have worked on him because he's an undead target. You can just parry here. Oh, I could have healed. Everybody got more health because they leveled. Yeah, notice that they have really high physical defense. So, like, Bartz's attack didn't really do anything. This is actually going to do something. Ow. But Lena can heal herself. She'll be okay. I love that she has to hit herself in the head in order to heal herself instead of like casting white magic or something. Good thing that open fire is magic damage, so their high physical defense is useless against the cannon. I mean, the cannon's pretty much good against everything in this game. Open fire is a very powerful ability. Be careful, Mr. Moogle. Alright, do you guys want me to do this battle the real way or the cheese way? I'll let chat vote on whether they want me to do the battle the actual way or the cheese way. Because with this party, we can definitely win the normal way. Or we could just cheese this boss. No one's responded. Alright, we got to vote for the cheese way. Alright, so cheese, of course. Alright, so Tyrannosaur. This boss can actually be dangerous because it uses an ability called question mark, question mark, question mark. Deals damage equal to how much damage it's taken. So you deal 3,000 damage to it, it pulls that out, it does 3,000 damage to you. That's an instant one-shot kill. However, this monster's undead, and it does not have the heavy flag in the code, which means... Yep. Does that work? Yep. The Phantom Train in Final Fantasy VI is also infamous that you can do it to that too. But yes, you can just use a Phoenix Down. It's undead. Normally undead bosses have the heavy flag in the code. I guess they forgot to put that in on this boss, and it just dies instantly. We could have easily beaten the boss normally, though, because even if it pulled out that ability, it would have, like, one-shot killed whatever it hit. But, we have 4 party members, so, like, it can only one-shot kill one person at a time. So, not really a threat. For a solo game, though, you always want to use the cheese kill with the Phoenix Down, because there's no save point here. If you don't use the cheese kill and try to fight the battle normally, it can easily one-shot a solo character. And then you have to go back and do the whole dungeon again, which sucks. So I'm used to using the Phoenix Down here. The Moogle is telling you a path to walk through to avoid the desert. There are some strong monsters in the desert. That's why it's telling you to avoid it. But you don't have to follow the path if you don't want to. You just avoid the... Yeah, how are we tracking the Moogle? I guess we could see him out of the mouth of the cave. Here, we'll just be Luddites and walk right across the desert and take our take our chances. Where is the... Alright, it's right over here. Where is it? Or is it over there? Anyway. So they don't want you to fight these things because these things are really strong. But guess what? We have elemental attack, so we can cheese this too. Normally that thing would... Oh, it's still alive. Still alive! Okay! There's a reason why they want you to stay out of the... Does this thing have the heavy flag in the code? We can also try dooming it to death. Does that... Okay, this thing apparently has the heavy flag, because we couldn't doom it to death. That's okay. We just need another elemental attack to kill this thing. I love how it just ate that 10,000 damage attack like it was nothing. Bart, you are on point today. We didn't really get that much. We got a power drink for killing it. Okay. Oh wait, is it over on the other side? Oh, it's over on this side. I should have been paying more attention to where the Moogle went. Alright, here it is. That's fun. We still got to cheese that sandcrawler thing. Alright. It can be hard to find the actual entrance to the Moogle village. Where is this stupid thing? There it is. I've played this game so many times, I still can't find the entrance sometimes. Alright. There's actually some decent treasures to claim in here. It's locked. Okay. Okay. I can't decide if these things are cute or annoying. A little of both, I think. The Sandcrawler tanked the first 9999 damage, but it distracted it from the second 9999 damage. Are you thanking us? Well, we're about to steal your village blind, so... I mean, I think we deserve to. I think we earn the right to take everything in your village. Alright. I think it's telling us we can have what's inside. My headcanon here is the Moogle is telling us not to take anything, and Lena just tells the party, no, it's telling us we can take everything in these chests. And the Moogle's like, no, this belonged to my grandmother. Lena's like, no, it's okay, just take it. It says we can have everything. Apparently also including a functioning controller. Alright, come on. Come on, game. What is in the treasure chest? Will we ever find out? All right, Ether, that's decent. Phoenix down, okay. They actually are relatively expensive. You might see this, you're like, oh my god, 10,000, and then they give you one in the next chest. Now the dancing dagger is legitimately quite good because now we can play. If you want, do you want? If we just want to do random RNG wackiness, we can give this to Bartz. It's probably better to give it to someone. Who else can use it? Well, Ferris is never going to use it. It does give. We could give it to. No, but Galuf has the. Yeah, I'd probably give it to Bartz and just play roulette, dancing roulette with this for a little bit. Because just for funsies. Alright. There is another elf cape in here, I believe. It's locked. Oh, that's right. We have to go get the Moogle. We have to go get the Moogle suit. It's a Moogle costume. Try it on. I love it. I love how it gives you a dialogue box. Like, who would not want to try this on? We still can't talk to them, though. They all just say Kupo still, but now we can go get this chest. Successfully fooled the other Moogle into giving us what's in the chest. What is the Moogle suit made of? Yep, there's another elf cape, elven mantle. So these two both have, yeah. I'll give the other one to Ferris, because why not? So this lowers her strength as opposed to the power armlet, but Ferris does not use the strength stat for her open fire ability. So lower strength actually doesn't matter here at all. It does have lower physical defense, but it's higher magic defense, and it also gives her an extra point of agility, which is really nice. Plus, it's the freaking Elven Mantle. It gives you 25% physical evade, which is awesome. All right. That's everything that's in this village. There's nothing else to claim. I don't think that... I believe there's nothing down here at the bottom from what I remember. No. Let's talk to this Moogle so we can get out of this disgustingly cute village. Cuckoo Popo. What's it doing? Oh, come on, game. What's like the backup command that allows me to advance the dialogue when I can't hit the buttons? There it goes. Yeah, the final boss. I'm going to try to see if I can order a new one this week. This one's just... I think it might have seen the end of its days. It just keeps dropping the connection. Like, when it's connected, it works just fine, but it keeps dropping the connection constantly. I think it's just old. I've had it for 4 or 5... Oh, wait, I haven't... Yeah, it's been like 5 years. That's a pretty good length of time. Unfortunately, these things are pretty expensive, but... Yeah, they do have a lifespan and run out. I want to be the fan game. I want to be the fan game. The final boss is the sticky keys message. The Moogle village is pretty far from here. Also, the Windrake is too tired to fly. Well, time to abuse animals yet again in this game. He says he can go, but only once. Alright. Time for a flying dragon to come save us. As these Moogles run back and forth. Nose? Couldn't we just walk out of the forest? Kara can't find us. Couldn't we just walk out of the forest? At the nose? It's like, go out in the desert. It'll be really easy to see us in the desert. See, it's a Moogle face now. Kind of. By the way, I don't control this. This is still the cutscene. Cuckoo Popo. Cuckoo Popo. How'd you find us? The Mughals told me you were here. It was the Mughals. They did it. We already have a dragon. No, we don't have a dragon. We had one in the other world. Now we're in World 2. We had one in World 1. We don't have that dragon anymore. Did you get confused because they have exactly the same sprite graphic and look identical? How dare you? This one's totally different. That one belonged to the royal family of Tycoon. This one belongs to the royal family of Ball's Castle. Or Ball... What's the name of Galif's castle again? I'm trying to remember. It starts with a B. It's something like that. Like Charizard... Yes. My wife plays Pokemon games a lot. We have made fun of the fact that Charizard is not a dragon-type Pokemon many times. Ball, that's right. He's the king of Ball Castle, or Bale. It's B-A-L in the fan translation. I can't remember what it is in this translation. I think the PlayStation translation translated as Val, V-A-L, because the B and V sounds are very, very similar in Japanese. Alright, we have a lot of cutscenes here. The weird thing about Charizard and like Gyarados not being dragon-type Pokemon is there's literally 3 dragons in the original Red-Blue Pokemon. There's literally 3. You think they could have included some more. And they all evolve it along the same line. Just like there's only 3 ghost Pokemon in the original Red-Blue. They didn't really know what they were doing when they designed the first game, which is just riddled with bugs. I mean, and plus there's no... Plus, the other famous thing in the original Pokemon is the special stat. There's no special attack and special defense. There's just one stat for special. So that means that, like, the game's strongest offensive special Pokemon are also the strongest special defensive Pokemon. And Psychic is, like, completely broken. Anyway, there's a lot of weird stuff in Red Blue. I'm not an expert. I just know there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Lance has dragons. He has the only dragon Pokemon. He has like Dragonite and Dragonair. I'm pretty sure he has a couple of them. Although he has others that are not dragons. Alright. Blah blah blah. Everybody died to X-Death, so we're the last hope, etc. He's like, I'm sorry, everybody died, I'm sorry. I thought you were a crazy old man. You never said anything about being a king. That sure is a surprise and a half. Everybody's a king in this story. Everybody in this story is royalty of some kind. We've gone over this before. Because remember, people that are in positions of power and have noble blood are just genetically superior to everyone else, according to Final Fantasy V. I can't get over the fact that you're a king. I'm not the epitome of kingliness. Just kidding. I better mind my P's and Q's around you, King Galuf. Before you knew me as a king, you knew me as a friend. Just Galuf is fine. Just Galuf. Here, bad jokes like that will get you punished. Okay, that's terrible. Alright, can we finally get control of the party back? Yay! Alright. Now, the thing we want to do is we want to go get our first dark art. Well, we might as well... We're up here. We might as well trigger the cutscene that we need to trigger first. I was going to go get our first dark art, but then I was already up here, so we'll trigger the cutscene. We need to advance the plot. The Windrake. He's dying. Oh, no. What happened? He flew too far. Smoke System does have a good point, though. At least the nobles are pulling their own weight in this game and actually doing stuff. He sacrificed himself. One of the times I did a playthrough of this game, we did a heroic sacrifice counter of just how many people ended up sacrificing themselves over the course of the game. It's about a dozen. It happens over and over and over again. People sacrificing themselves. I feel like the game overuses that as a plot point a little too much. Does such a thing... This is where you can tell this is a translation, because this is not the way people speak. Does such a thing even exist in this world? I'm sure that sounded more natural in the Japanese. Dragon grass. It was Huryu weed in the fan translation. We need to go to the Huryu Valley. Or in this game, Drakenvale. No one who's entered has ever returned. Everyone's like, ugh. But of course we'll go there anyway. I'm sure we'll be the first ones to return. All right, let's get going. It's just past Quell. I love how he tosses us out. Oh, it's past the werewolf town. It's like, wait, what? It's past the werewolf town. Yeah, does Lena count as one sacrifice or 5? I think she got 2 or 3 of them. What about the monsters outside? We've been killing monsters for a while now. All right, let's go. Hooray. Let's go get our dark art. So Galuf can actually do something beyond summon skeletons. All right, that's down in the basement. Where's the entrance to the basement again? Okay, well that's useless. Oh wait, I forgot there's another chest over there. I believe it just does a spell we can't use, but we'll go get it. Teleport, yep. Or the exit spell in the fan translation. All right, there's the stairs down. There's a save point here. The door in the basement won't open no matter what you try. Well, the good news is we don't have to get through that door. We just have to fight and kill one of these statues. Although I believe this translation uses objet d'art as the name of the statues down here. We just have to kill one of these things. Yeah, all right. Well, fight and win the battle, because we can't run away from battles for Brave Blade purposes. How did they put a spell in a chest? Shh, don't ask these questions. How did they put a spell in a chest? I'm waiting to heal whoever gets hit. These things are weak to lightning, so that'll do double damage. Still not that much, though. You might have noticed it's not dying. That's because you're supposed to fight these things much later in the game, and they're quite strong. Oh, that's right. He has the dancing dagger now. He has the dancing dagger now, so expect him to do weird stuff. Good thing the objet art does have a chance to just do nothing on its turn, and it's been doing that. It's the living chess piece from Harry Potter. I like that idea too. Alright. This thing cannot be confused. I'm probably going to have to take that thing away from Bart's because it's... Oh, well... Ah, it doesn't have enough magic points. Well, that's good. There we go, finally. Yeah, they have like 3,000 health or something like that. We don't get any experience. We do get 4 ability points, which is nice. Gained Hellwind. So we got our first... what's it called? Dark Art. Rends enemies with cursed winds. Causes petrification. Costs 38 magic points. Very, very expensive spell to use, but very strong. The Dark Art spells always hit all enemies. Alright, we'll see if Galuf can kill. I want to give Galuf a chance to kill these things. Alright. Hellwind. Just so everybody can see what it looks like. Oh, good damage. Didn't one-shot them, but that's because these things have a lot of health. It's wind element damage, which is a good damage type. Not a lot of things resist wind element. Okay, parts. You know, it's been 2 battles. I think I'm already ready to take that stupid thing off. Oops, I actually was going to cast Hellwind again. Okay. It's okay. Bart's just going to pull out Sword Dance and do like some crazy amount of damage. Any second now. Alright, that time he just attacked. Yeah, these things have a lot of health. Okay. Good thing we do have the appropriate status items to cure that. Although those things are expensive. I think that kills it. Oh, still alive. Holy cow. Those things are strong. Alright, there's not really much point in fighting more of them. Anyway. Galuf can now do something. So, he's got a new ability. Hooray. He still hasn't learned... There is a Necromancer ability that lets them heal themselves. He has not learned that one yet. King Galuf has returned. I know things will turn out alright. Well, don't get too attached to him, because we're going to leave the castle again any minute now. I was at the top of the tower crying. I mean, we were just up there, so... Alright. I don't think there's anything in the pots here. Alright. Did we pick up anything we can sell here? This. And this we don't need anymore. And this. We definitely want to hold on to that sleep blade, though. Alright, we can get some more high... Let's restock our potions. Get a few more high potions. We're slowly going to work our way up to 99 of those. We might as well heal. Whoop. Very fast night at the inn. At least this inn has its own room for everybody to sleep in. Alright. Time to take the secret passage out. Because there's a treasure here in the moat. Kind of an elaborate setup over here, but we might as well get this. Long walk through the moat. But it is for a useful weapon. This was the épée weapon in the fan translation. I can't remember what it is in this one. Where is it? The Great Sword. I think I like the épée better. Alright. So this has the same strength as the Dancing Dagger, but it doesn't have all that ridiculous... Oh, no, never mind. It has higher. It has 6 more points of attack. I'm already tired of the nonsense the Dancing Dagger was doing. We're just going to use the épée / Great Sword instead. I was like, I'm already tired of the nonsense that was doing. Yeah, 57 attack for this point in the game is pretty good. You're technically not really supposed to have this sword this early, but they did put it here, so if you know about it, it's got higher attack than anything else Barts can get at this point in the game. Alright. I don't think there's anything else in the castle, but let's just check out what's down here. Oh, there's a shop. Okay. Again, we don't need this. This is like the same stuff that was for sale in that other store. Yeah, this is the same stuff that was for sale in the last town. Yeah, it's all exactly the same stuff. Okay, Link Morrisonus, that is a lot to be putting in the chat. I don't have much to say about that. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest. No offense. So anyway, this is an angel robe. It's like kind of hidden down here. The only class that can equip this, though, is, I believe, the chemist. Yeah, chemist is the only one that can use this. And then you can open this door up, but this doesn't actually do anything. All it does is they say, you aren't allowed in here, and then you can pretend to be a shopkeeper for some reason. Why did they bother to program this in? Okay. Oh, okay. And we can get a harp for a bard. Okay. Cool. We definitely don't need that. Confusion-inducing melody. Yep, bard's the only one who can use this. You guys both watch the same Let's Play group? Okay. No, that's fine. It just doesn't... I can't really comment on that, and it doesn't really have much to do with what's going on in this game. But fair enough. Alright, let's get out of the castle. Excess monsters are waiting right outside. What does Kenir make you realize? Ferris and her crew could solo this whole adventure. Yeah, absolutely. Are you certain that's what you want? Yep, let us out. It's almost like you can play through the whole game with just one character by themselves. That would just be crazy, though. Can you imagine playing through the whole game with just like a dancer or a geomancer? That would just be so ridiculous. Who would do something like that? Anyway, all right. Don't let anyone inside, no matter what. That gate is protecting the monsters from the party. I like that idea. All right. Apparently, opening the gate also meant that we could no longer control what was going on. All right, there we go. Take care, Your Majesty. He's like, don't open the gate no matter what. It didn't take long. Here they come. Uh-oh. Random encounters. Whatever will we do? I mean, that's pretty good damage. I think this guy is like 3,000-ish health. This is like a little mini-boss. It's not really a... Alright, well. Let's see if he kills himself. Does he have the heavy flag in the code? I can't remember if he does. He does not. Well, we'll just doom him to death then. I'm content to just let this play itself out. Bye. I love how we're just cheesing like every boss in this game. How did a gate and a wall protect us against flying monsters? Indeed. This shopkeeper scene is even better when Galuf is there. The shopkeepers are throwing the king out. Yeah. Can you change the positions of the party members in this game? You can, yeah. So if you want, you could put... I'm used to having them in their current spots, but yes, you could put like Galuf up front if you wanted. Oh man, that was such a perilous journey over to the werewolf village. The gates to the north, easy to find. Oh, we got this music again, hooray. Remember how the barrels had stuff in them at the beginning of the game, and then now they don't? Yeah. It's locked. What about the well? You can actually go down that well, I believe. But not right now. Locked. I love how this town has like 3 buildings. Oh. Uh-oh. Not werewolves. How could there be werewolves in the werewolf village? Note that Galuf immediately says there are allies. It's the king werewolf. This guy looks like he's about to eat us. Kugger is one of the 4 Dawn Warriors. He fought Exdeath with you. Friends of Exdeath? It's like, no. Kugger's pretty stupid. He doesn't listen. They're the ones who destroyed the crystals. It's like, well, we kind of did do that, yes. You got it all wrong. Listen. Late, or whoever you are, prepare yourself. Crony of Exdeath or not, show me what kind of a man you really are. This is such a stupid idea. No, stay back. I've got to settle this man to man. It's like, what are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. It's like, why are we fighting again? Let's see how you handle my lupine attack. The answer is pretty well, apparently. Kogar is the master of the run around in a circle really fast attack. Followed by Bart's I will run at you even faster attack. By the way, I know I've talked about this before. Bart hits him so hard, he eventually dies from that. I'm not making that up. Kelgar eventually dies from that. This is not an exaggeration. He literally dies from that attack eventually. Later in the story. Because Bartz puts him in bed, it injures him so badly he's in a bed, and he never gets out of this bed, and then dies later. To foil my lupine attack so easily. You're more skilled than you seem. No, it's just a trick I learned from my dad. Dorgan. I do love the little expressions. What are you making those faces? Dorgan's son. Dad's name was Dorgan and I'm his son. Small world we live in. Your Bart, your father, along with 3 of us, we fought together against X-Death. He was one of the 4 Dawn Warriors. It's like, of course, everyone's nobility. Bart's, remember that time Cal's good friend wasn't sure who you were? You tackled him so hard he died? He wasn't sure who you were, so you tackled him so hard he died. Is this guy immortal? Here's Bart's dad apparently was rocking quite a mustache. We'll have to seal him here. And then the 4th member of their team, who apparently is Krusty the Clown based on his hair. I've made that comment many times, but he still looks so ridiculous. What is he supposed to be? Apparently, Zezit is a swordsman? Did he use his swords on his hair? Anyway. Look, lads, he's recovering. This is like the weirdest crew imaginable. You know, I thought our crew was incompetent. These guys were probably even worse. Anyway, time to seal X-Death in this flashback. Maybe it's probably supposed to be a hat or a crown or something. I don't know. It looks like his hair to me. I'm infamously bad at interpreting these little 16-bit sprites, though. His class's power is dependent on how dumb his hair is. It does feel that way sometimes in these games. This part of the game that we're playing today actually has quite a bit of cutscene plot stuff in it. Later on in the game, the game just kind of dispenses a plot altogether, which I kind of like because then you can just focus on the job system. All right. Whew, good thing X-Death will never be unsealed. Sealed forever. Also, apparently holding your hand up is how you seal someone. Remember, everybody travels by meteor. Safe journey. Didn't bother to explain. It is kind of weird though that Dorgan just like literally died from not like anything heroic. He just like died and that was that. Off screen. It wasn't like some evil plot that did him in. He just literally died. Which I guess is realistic in a way. It was like 3 years ago. He just got sick. And that's it. It wasn't an evil plot. So, yeah. I guess that happens sometimes. It's weird because this game is like so ridiculous in terms of its plot. And then it has something like that in it. Alright, well, we got the gates unlocked. Hooray. At the cost of this guy being so injured. Yeah, he's like, I would have fought with you, but you injured me so badly when you tackled me. Now I just have to stay in bed. You just hit me so hard, I can't fight anymore. He's very sick. It's like, oh, okay. Then why did he try to fight us if he was very sick? Anyway, don't think these things through. Alright, there is actually some new equipment for sale here. Now we should do weapons first. Weapons are the more important. Unfortunately, none of us are samurai and can't use that. Killer Bow does have a chance to get an insta kill, but We have better ways. Anything that we could insta-kill with the killer bow, we could just use Doom on. So it's not that good. The poison rod, though, is nice to have, though. We'll definitely want to get at least one of these. I'll just buy one for right now. And then scroll. It's all ninja stuff we can't use. There is one way to heal the Necromancer. You can break a poison rod on the Necromancer, and that will heal them. And this stuff, I think, is all stuff we already had. Yeah. We already had stuff that was available for sale earlier. So is this. Well, and actually, this is no. Actually, no. Hold on. Golden shield, golden helm, green beret, wizard's hat. Well, it says up arrow for Ferris, but that would just give her the light armor set. I'd rather keep her on the medium armor set. So this, we could give him a... What does Bart's have for his accessory right now, anyway? That's better than the mithril glove, so we can do that. Well, I believe there's one that comes up in a chest, but... We'll just buy one anyway. Just a little bit more defense. Notice that Bart says 22 equipment weight. He's actually slowing him down a lot, but because his agility is so high, it's every 8 points of equipment weight slows you down, and every 8 points of equipment weight is -1 agility. So he has a -2. He has 37 agility, but I think he's still faster than everybody else. He is 1 point faster than a Ferris right now, so he's still the fastest one in the party. The twist headband, the power sash. Oh, that actually does increase this. Okay. Wristband increases strength. It's too bad that Bart's can't equip this. That would be really nice. We should get one of these because this might be... this will be better than what Ferris has. That might increase Bart's attack multiplier. Yeah, see this? I guess that's better. It does cost her a point of agility. The strength is irrelevant. She doesn't need strength, but... And then for Bart's... So this costs him 1 point of defense, but 3 points of strength is definitely better. Also costs him some magic. His magic defense is awful. Alright, now here's the question. Does going from 54 to 57 strength make a difference in terms of damage? So, damage formula for Bart. He uses physical damage. The damage formula is level times strength divided by 128. So his level's 22 times 54 over 128. He gets an attack multiplier of 9 when he is using the other armor. And it's still 9. So he does not get any bonus damage from strength at this level. But he will at level 23. So we'll put this on him. He will get a bonus attack multiplier at level 23. So it is worthwhile to put this on for right now. One also has to take into account which leader Sula will pick, and that's Civ is first to die. Seriously, I know, right? I swear, if my pick is first to die again this week, I sure can curse some of these leaders, can't I? Okay, we don't need this anymore. The golden armor I'll hold on to. The green beret is outdated, though. I think that's everything. I don't really think I'd use the frostbow or flame bows, but I guess I'll hold on to them. Alright, let's go do the next dungeon. Should have time to do one more dungeon at least. See how quickly we get through it. Probably have time to do this dungeon and then get back to the castle. By the way, look how close this is. We had to walk like 10 steps to get here. Yeah, Willem was not first to die. I still think Willem has a decent chance of having the most victories when we do the alternate histories. Alright, that 5,000 gold is quite nice. Okay, I think we can handle this thing. Okay, So, apparently somebody's stray cat wandered on the mountain and we just killed it. I was like, that was... You know the werewolves in the last village? That was the dude's cat. And you just killed... Oh, it's Gollum. That's right. Well, we can get the Gollum summoned too. You have the opportunity to save Gollum later on. We'll get a random encounter where we have a chance to save him. Now, I believe that we can learn um, another dark art from the zombie dragon, I think. Anyway, there's enough monsters on the... Oh, you want to see something fun? Watch. We can use the healing rod on the zombie dragon. It's undead, so that actually does damage it. Which is kind of hilarious. I believe this will actually kill the poison eagle. It has very low health. Yeah. You wouldn't think that, but we'll go for the finisher kill. Alright, that works. Yeah, Bart, this is the one of the few places you can use Requiem in this game. Okay, no, we did not learn a dark art from that. I guess I misremembered. There is some place up ahead where we can learn another dark art. I thought it was the zombie dragon taught us one, but apparently I'm wrong. Alright, the bone dragons are really annoying for solo characters because they can knock your health down to like 5 HP and then also paralyze. Then we can't run away from these battles, unfortunately. Alright, you know what? They're undead as well, so watch, this actually damages them too. There's no need to use dark arts when there's just one dragon here. It should just about kill it. Alright, this open fire will kill it. I think they have 2,000 health, if I remember. Yeah, that'll do. We are getting a nice chunk of ability points from this. Nobody's still that close to leveling up their job, but, you know, we're making progress. Lena with that extra ability points. It is kicking in over time. And we still have... Ferris still has the XP up thing, so they're leveling a little faster. Technically, they're getting 50% more XP. Of course, it doesn't translate into 50% more. Oh, we might actually be able to kill Gollum. That would be awesome. Ah, yes! Die, Gollum, die! Oh, he just runs away. Okay. Ah, I was hoping we could just kill him. Well, if we get the Save Gollum event, we can put a Gollum into our backpack along with Rama. Okay, seriously, Gollum, stop hogging the spotlight. I'm tired of getting these battles. I want to actually have a battle against real opponents. It's just going to run away in a couple seconds anyway. You know what? Screw you. How dare you pop in here and just hit us? Oh, we can actually use a high potion for a change. I didn't want Lena to go into a battle with only 300 HP. At least we can finally get the best armor for the Necromancer here. Oh, we're one tile away from it. So yeah, that happened. Where is it? Right here. 2 tiles away. The Bone Mail. Best armor for these guys. Oh, that's right. They can't equip the Bone Mail. No! The one class that could use this. That was a interesting time for the controller to decide it was going to stop working. Right as I was trying to use it. Yeah, I thought they could use the... I guess I'd have to... It's been too long since I played that class. Anyway, Bone Mail turns the user into an undead. Gives a lot of... Yeah, I guess... unfortunately, the Necromancer can't use this. By the way, thanks for watching again, Mr. Barbarian. I guess it would be a little bit too easy. The Bone Mail has really high stats. Like, really high defensive stats, but then you can't heal the user. It's useful in solo games in a lot of places, but in a normal part... Okay, seriously, Gollum, just go away. Like, just go away. But it's... Like, it's awkward enough with Galuf not being able to heal him. I don't want somebody else to be unhealable, too. Alright, we got some more money. Oh, wait, that's right. I have to go push the button. I forgot. Yeah, we're doing great on the responses. As I said, the response rate has been higher than I expected. Okay, so yeah, we opened that up. Now the path forward is unlocked. So I could, in theory, try to set up a prediction for the next boss, but I don't need to set up a prediction because I can just take out... I can just deal with it with Galuf's new ability. We don't really need a finisher for this guy. That'll do, though. The critical hit works. Oh, no, 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 no. Controller, why? No, this game uses an active time battle system. You must let me input commands. And yeah, the little guys can use an ability called Magic Hammer, which can take away half your magic points, which is really annoying. I'm like, this game uses an active time battle system. It does not pause while I'm inputting commands. Just a little something to make the game more interesting, I suppose. Notice how Bart's actually went twice in a row because he's the fastest party member. I think the zombie dragon is like 3,000 health. This Flare-Mancer should kill it, but... The controller boss enemy strikes. Again, I'm going to try to take a look at that after we get done today. Or before next week's session, because I'm just getting annoyed with it. Oh, wow. Oh, seriously? No, not again. I was worried it was going to do this. We could have killed it before it got this off. Yeah. No. All right. Let's heal Ferris. It also poisoned most of the party. Very inconvenient when I'm in the middle of a fight and all of a sudden I can't input commands for some reason. Yeah, those things are a lot of health. 600 XP is a lot, though. Oh, and the Dragon Fangs sell for a lot of money, too. They always drop a Dragon Fang every time. Alright. And I can't heal you in battle, so... Oh, wait, no, we're heading out the door. I think the next time I see one of those things, I'm just going to smack them with Gallup's AoE ability. Alright, yep. That's a little bit of an overkill for the poor Drippy. Well, I could have opened fire on the zombie dragon because, yeah, that would have been nice to get 1,000 damage on the target I actually care about. Here, Hellwind. This is not going to kill it, but it's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, so we did get evil. Oh, does he have to be the one that kills it? Interesting. So we just got... How does this work again? Why did we learn... I guess he has to be the one to kill it? Oh, I guess he has to be the one to kill it to learn the ability. Ooh, that's interesting. It's been a while since I played the Necromancer. Alright. So now he has Evil Mist. Sprays all enemy with a deadly poison. Also causes poison. Not as effective as Hellwind, but still useful. You want to equip the Poison Rod if you're going to use that. Alright, we got the Hypno Crown and the Wind Slash. The Hypno Crown helps you catch monsters for the Beastmaster, but it's pretty useless otherwise. What was the other thing? And then we got a Samurai weapon. The Winds, yeah, this is a Kamaitachi. This is Samurai only. Increases the... Oh, no, this increases the rate of control. It doesn't help you catch things. But it's pretty terrible other than that. Anyway, the reason why we were able to kill the zombie dragon is because Hellwind has a chance to inflict Stone Status, which is an instant death attack, and it evidently hit on the instant death attack. All right, you want to see... well, actually, we'll use Evil Mist for another battle, because Evil Mist does poison, and that zombie dragon's immune to poison, so that it's not going to be useful here. And of course, I could have used the staff on the undead zombie dragon. This thing should be pretty close to dead. Ha, nice. You can just defend. Lena, kill it with the heal staff. The power of healing! Oh. Had enough health that it could survive that. Okay, this thing has a lot of health, doesn't it? Alright, finally. Just needed to shoot it with a cannon. Oh, somebody's poisoned? Oh, Gallup's poisoned. Okay. That's why you gotta have those status healing items on hand. Otherwise, you are limping around poison the whole time. Okay, well, there's just one of these. Maybe we can just finish her this guy. Oh, that would have been nice. At least we're dodging the physical attack. Does Condemn work on these guys? I'm assuming it does. Okay. We can just doom it to death. That'll work. No need to use magic points or anything then. I'll go for the finisher to see if I can wipe him out sooner. Nope. At least that wasn't any critical moment to fail the attacks. Maybe that'll confuse it? No. Okay. It's dead. Those things do give really good experience for this point in the game. So, wow. High random encounter rate here. All right. I'm just going to go for the one-shot kill with finisher. Because the two guys in the front will both die to Hellwind anyway. All right, Bart's, you're not on the best streak here with your finishers. Not on the best streak at the moment. You can heal Ferris if I can ever get the command over there. That's the thing, if you take a long time to input commands. Note that we're almost out of magic points for Galuf at this point, but we have tents for that. I actually have to buy more tents the next time I'm back in town. There we go. Alright, well that works. Yeah, the rewards for winning are pretty darn good there. Alright. A save point right here? That's not suspicious. By the way, note that that did not restore all of Galuf's magic points. But the tents are actually cheaper than Ethers, so we use another tent. Tents only give back 100 magic points, so we're already at the point where we kind of need to use cottages. By the way, Ferris is all the way up to level 25. When does she get her next attack multiplier, just out of curiosity, for open fire? 25 times 25 over 256. A little ways off. Around level 27, I want to say. Looks like level 28 was when she gets her next... Yeah, level 28. She'll get her next damage boost at 28. That's not that far off, though, considering we're leveling pretty quickly here. Alright. Well, let's go get our Huryu plant, which I'm sure is not trapped in any way. Oh, we finally have a chance to do the Rescue Golem event, so we can stop seeing this guy. Elemental, there we go. That's what I want. Get rid of these stupid things. I mean, we're probably just going to kill this with the Condemn, I think. Because we can just doom this, and then I'll kill it. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Apparently, apparently this one has the heavy flag in the code, whereas the ones in the random encounters do not. Interesting. That's different. No! Stupid skeleton! You dumb skeleton! That'll work. Alright, now we don't have to see Golem anymore. We get another item to put in our inventory. Come on, Golem. We took care of the guys attacking you. There we go. Thanks a ton. It'd rock if I could roll along with you. I mean, we'll take the ability points. Alright, now we have Golem in our inventory as well. Now we have Rama and Golem in our inventory. I guess because it's a special encounter. It actually does have a different entry in the code. Like the normal monster, in the algorithms guide, there is Zombie Dragon, and then there's another separate entry for Zombie Dragon Golem encounter. So they are listed separately. Okay, anyway, this is the Huryu plant, or dragon grass in this translation. It consists of a big plant, and the plant itself doesn't do anything, but it has 5 little flowers, and they all inflict status ailments. And the plant will just keep reviving the little flowers. But AoE damage will just kill them all, so Hellwind will be perfect here. We also might just be able to elemental attack cheese it, is also a possibility. Basically, that works. It has 8,000 health. You need AoE damage to keep wiping out the flowers, but fortunately we have that. No, you just parry. No, oh, I hit the wrong button. Dang it. I mean, it's not going to matter if I hit the wrong button. The flowers have very high magic defense, so you need to hit them with something that has a very high magic damage. All right, I mean, or we could just elemental attack and kill the thing. That works too. That works too. It only has 8. Oh, it's still alive. Okay. Yeah, see, they all have status effects associated with them. Okay. This is what I meant to use. This should kill them. Because the base damage for Hellwind is high. Yeah. The flowers only have 100 HP, by the way. You always get an elixir for winning this fight. So we could have just kept wiping them out with Galif's Necromancer ability. Let's take some and go. Link Mario Simons is going to pick Boudica today? That seems like a bold choice. I hope that goes well for you. I will say Boudica is not a popular pick in the contest at the moment. So that's either going to work really well or really not so well. Oh yeah, these things have like no health. Oh, this is a good opportunity. We can use the Poison Mist and show what that does here. Dark Arts. Evil Mist. As we're getting bitten by cats. Alright, use the Evil Mist here. Kind of a cool graphic. Oh, that's... Okay, that's pretty good. Gotta get that guy a poison... You know what we should do? We should give him the freaking Poison Rod, because that'll increase the damage by 50% on that ability. And then, Ferris, you can take over the... this to give yourself more evade. That works for me. Now, it's not going to be any good against the zombie dragons, but that's fine. Alright, let's restore those magic points. I need to buy more tents. I have enough money that I can definitely get some more tents. Those dragon fangs I've been picking up. So, oh, by the way, you might think, well, why don't we just teleport out of this dungeon? Well, we can't. Teleport's a white magic spell. We don't have a white mage. We have to walk back out. There's no, there's nothing plot related that teleports us back to the beginning. We have to walk back out of the dungeon now. That works. Good job, Bartz. That makes that a fast battle. Yeah, that's a lot of experience for this part in the game. And remember, we get 50% more XP. We already have 7 Dragon Fangs. They sell for 5,000 gold, so that's 35,000 gold we're going to get for them, or something like that. Yeah, Lena's not that far off from finishing her job class, and then she'll have really fast condemns, only 5-second condemns. I can't remember what Ferris gets when she levels up. But, Bartz is going to have, Bartz will get a useful ability too when he levels up. Alright. Fortunately, it doesn't take as long to walk out of the dungeon. Okay, well. I did mention the Poison Eagle has pretty high physical evade. Fortunately, it can't dodge Open Fire. Open Fire will always hit the target because it's magic damage. Yeah, we'll just use Oath here. Drippy has not tried to pull out the magic hammer. Not so far, at least. And just chill. Bartz can kill it with his attack here. Bartz is doing pretty good damage with his base attack. Gladiator has a lot of strength as a class. Alright, not this again. Galif. Oops, I meant to use Open Fire. Well, that's fine. Galif will just take care of this whenever it's his turn. Ah. Well, he will if I pick the correct command. I'm so busy trying to input commands quickly. So busy trying to input commands quickly, I picked the wrong one. His Poison Mist would have just killed everything, but that's okay. You can really tell that Bartz is faster than some of the other characters when they all take their actions, because his ability bar just fills up faster. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't actually fill up faster. High agility means your bar does not drop as far to the left as it would otherwise. The speed at which they fill up is actually always the same. It's just where they start on the meter is based on their agility, to be more precise. Yeah, that'll do okay damage. All right. We actually get a lot of experience from killing the 5 cats, along with 2 ability points, which is nice. Because it turns into 3 ability points with Flena's passive. All right, Bartz, this will be a good time to just one-shot this thing. Good job. Now we don't have to worry about a longer battle. Just bye. And give me another Dragon Fang. Oh, wait, we should probably... I think those are used in the Cannoneer ability in the late game, so I should probably hold on to those. Okay, this back attack is annoying. Well, we can use a... We'll go for the one-shot, as usual. Got it. Nice. Yeah, I guess I should hold on to them. I gotta double-check to see if that is actually usable. Hold on. I gotta look that up. I'm sure this is exciting while I'm looking this up off screen. All right, Final Fantasy. No, I'm in the wrong folder here. Final Fantasy GBA algorithms. All right, I need not the monsters. I need the recipes. Here we go. I'll put this on the screen so you can actually see what I'm looking at. We don't have this. This is combine. We don't have combine yet. We need to get late game buckshot, blast shot, and blitz shot. So flame, water, lightning scrolls, ash, shuriken, fuma shuriken. I guess we should save our shurikens then. Turtle shell. Okay, so there are recipes that are based on dragon fangs. Got it. Oh, there's recipes based on all this stuff. Okay, we should not sell the Goliath, not sell the power drinks and the iron drafts. Okay, I should hold on to this stuff. I've been selling these, and I should hold on to the shurikens too. Okay. Well, that is good to know, so I don't keep selling stuff I might want later. I'll have to show off some of them when we get to that point in the game. Alright, now, of course, because I paused the game there, that means I gotta do a controller reset here, too. Alright. Can we unpause the game now? Ferris is, like, in mid-animation. Alright, well, let's try this. We don't want to be just frozen here. There we go. You know what we need here? We need another skeleton. The battles, by the way, just look so weird when you're on the left side instead of the right side. I know it's like a really minor display issue, but they just look and feel really weird. So Link Mario Samus has said a couple different times he does not like the using only the recent seasons for seeding, which, you know, is totally fair. You're welcome to have that opinion. But I wanted to make the change just to shake things up a little bit. I think it's going to get too boring if we don't use recent seasons for seedings. I think it's just going to get too boring. The same leaders are going to be seeded like forever, and I just think that gets boring over time. It's more interesting when we have a little bit more diversity. So that's the reason why. Like I said, you're welcome to disagree, but that's the reason why. Oh, come on, not again. What is going on? Yeah, this has gotten really bad. This has been happening in recent weeks, but like this is the worst it's been. Like literally mid-fight, all of a sudden I can't control what's going on anymore. Alright, well that's good damage. So, like, I love the feedback. I really do appreciate that so many people feel strongly about AI Survivor. It is totally okay for people to not agree with me. I am never saying that y'all have to feel exactly the same way that I do. That said, I do run the contest. It takes a ton of time to put it together. I do try to make choices that I think are going to be entertaining and fun for people to watch. So that does ultimately dictate a lot of the stuff. So, like, another thing that people have been bugged about for years is using the Great Spies so that we can see the demographics. I know that just really bugs some people that we use the Great Spies so we can see the demos. I'm aware of the fact that a lot of people don't like that. And like people have talked about, well, maybe you could use like a mod so that you wouldn't have to do that. Again, I get it, but I do run the contest. I do make some decisions. Some people are going to be unhappy. Oh no, I understand that. I'm responding mostly to Link Mario Samus. And you can't please everybody. You know, we have hundreds of people watching. So some things are going to make some people unhappy, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's something I've learned over the years because I've run a lot of like large groups. Is like listen to feedback. Don't just think you're always right. Absolutely try to get input, but in the end, sometimes you do just have to make a call, and you can't make everybody happy all the time because everybody has their own opinions, and that's fine. So anyway, I'm just trying to provide a little bit more feedback. I've tried to make things that I think will make for like a fun viewer experience, and sometimes that means like it's not perfectly fair in terms of what happens. But overall, it seems to be working well overall. As I said, I'm just trying to provide a little bit more context. Oh wow, that thing is still alive. I thought that thing would be dead. Alright, well, anyway, we're about to go to an inn, so I don't feel bad about just spamming the Galuf Evil Mist here. The attack animation being an acid pool sliding in, it is pretty funny. So yeah, if you're wondering why does he do more damage with that, it's because he has a Poison Rod equipped, and that increases damage from Poison Element by 50%. Now, Galuf, I was curious, when does he get his next attack multiplier for his spells? So the spell damage formula is take magic damage, multiply by level, divide by 256. No, he just got a multiple. He's not going to get another one for a little while. He needs like 4 or 5 more levels. He just increased his damage, so it won't go up for a little while. Cursed Being is a hell of a name for a random encounter. Anyway, we could go to the inn, and we will go to the inn, but why pay when we can take the free service? You can come here, and you get a free inn. I think you can do this 2 or 3 times, and then he'll stop doing it. It doesn't go on endlessly. We'll also get a couple potions for this, too. Dessert is on the house. Received 8 potions. So we could get that a couple more. I think we can get it 1 more time or maybe 2 more. Oh, and there's also somebody down in this well. We should go say hi to the person in the well. Hi. Will you bring me a frog? This is kind of obscure. It's like when you first play through this game, you're like, what in the world is this guy talking about? He wants you to catch one of those frog enemies with a Beastmaster that we just fought. He wants you to catch one and bring it to him. That's what he's telling you to do, and he gives you an item that makes it easier to catch monsters for the Beastmaster class if you do that. It's such a bizarre thing. Again, I have no idea why that's in the game. Alright, back here at the castle again. We're back. Open the gate. Nice try, monster. You're going to have to work harder to pull one over. Apparently, Galuf's soldiers are dumb as rocks. Fortunately, it's really easy to get into the castle. Barely an inconvenience. You could just hop right in the back door. Yeah, a Cornago for a Cornago gourd, but you have no idea that that's what the item's called until you get the item. Alright, guys. Fortunately, we can just go right in the back door, because this castle's not well defended at all. Let's go. Alright, let's tell the guards what a terrible job they did. At least when we can move. Which is apparently we have to wait for that. Alright, come on, guys. Come on. We're almost at the end of the streaming session. There we go. Next time I'll check to make certain it's the king. No worries. Better safe than sorry or whatever. You would think they would recognize what the king looks like, but I guess not. Alright. We needed to buy some more tents was the main thing, because we're almost out of tents. We can also buy a few more of these. We could probably use a couple more of these. They're fairly expensive. Our supply's good on the other main items. Where's the tents? Oh, they're not selling tents here. Oh, they only sell them back in the first world? I should have bought more tents. Oh, well. Well, we'll buy some cottages then, because we'll probably be using cottages. Alright. So, Chat Lake just put the percentages in the chat. Let's see. Darius is still a favorite. We'll put this on stream in a little bit, but Darius 37%, Hammurabi 31. Then a huge drop off to Boudica, Ramsey, Charlemagne, Peter, and then no one is picking Roosevelt. Apparently no one likes Roosevelt. One person has picked Roosevelt. Lady Crow complained of head pain and then suddenly collapsed. She's resting over here. We should have time to do this cutscene, and then we can pick up with the barrier tower in next week's session. Grandpa. He's calling. It's like, who? Guido is calling. Guido, by the way, Guido's a turtle. This game's plot is just ridiculous. Hurry, go find Guido. Of course, we don't do that. We go to the barrier tower next. But who's Guido? Thanks, Bart's our audience surrogate yet again. I love how these conversations, we keep losing the ability to control the party mid-conversation. Who is Guido? A sage who's lived for 700 years and is also a turtle. He's the one who prophesied the crystals in your world would break. He's calling her psychotic. Okay, that's a good line. Psychotically. So please pick Roosevelt. We have to use the Windrake. Don't worry. We've got Dragon Grass. Alright. Fortunately, we've got the latest plot MacGuffin we need. Alright. Where do we find this sage? He lives on a small island. Alright, let's go, guys. Alright, note that Lena is now the one who... by the way, I'm not controlling this. Now Lena becomes the leader of the party. Once again, Lena feeding herself toxic, toxic materials. If I pick Roosevelt, will his odds of winning have an integer underflow error and guarantee victory? Like the way the Earth Hammer works for the Berserker in this game. I don't know if it works in this game. In the original Final Fantasy V on the Super Famicom, there was a bug. The Berserker has such low magic power stat. I think their stat is 5. And then you could equip... if you equip this... I think it was like a cursed... it's some kind of cursed item if you give it to them. Their magic power stat goes negative and wraps around from like 5 to like 255 or something like that. So they end up doing like incredible damage with the Earth Hammer when they're supposed to do no damage at all. Anyway, it's kind of a somewhat well-known bug for the Berserker class, as you can wrap around their low value magic power stat into like an overflow, and then it goes to like the highest in the game. Obviously not intended. It's not even like an uber strat or anything, because the Earth Hammer doesn't even use Quake every time you attack. I think it's like 1/3 odds to get the Earthquake. But it is hilarious when it actually happens. Same with Gandhian nukes. The Gandhian nukes thing, I've heard some accounts say that that is actually a lie and it's not true, and others say that it is. My best understanding is that that's just an urban legend, and that Gandhi is actually not more likely to nuke you than anyone else in the original civilization. But it's so funny that I like to believe that it's true. Yeah, I think that that's actually a myth, but it's so hilarious, I'd like to believe that it's true. The urban legend is that Gandhi is really peaceful in the original Civ, and so he's supposed to have like the lowest score for nuking, but like it can wrap around on an integer overflow to like making him most likely to nuke you, but I do believe that that's actually not true. The AI in the original civilization is very basic. It's not sophisticated enough to do stuff like that, is my understanding. I believe in that game the AI would also just get wonders randomly handed to them at certain dates. Like if you haven't built the pyramids on X date, the AI will just get it. It'll just magically pop up in one of their cities. Stuff like that happens. Also, all the AIs play as a team against you, which is really unfair, but they do. They all trade texts with each other and whatnot. If you've never played the original Civ, in both Civ and Civ 1 and Civ 2, the tech tree is fixed, but the cost of the techs are not. Every time you research a tech, every future tech gets more expensive. So like the first tech, I'm just making up these numbers, but like the first tech costs 10, the second one costs 20, the third one's like 35, blah, blah, blah. And it's like the cost of the techs themselves are not fixed. It's just how many you have makes them more expensive. So both games are very famous for having beelines because you can actually get some very advanced text super cheap by just beelining them. There's a lot of weird stuff in the first two Civ games. They were very good for their time. I think they're both pretty dated nowadays, but they were really good games when they came out. There's a reason why I haven't gone back and played them. I don't think the mechanics have aged very well. Civ 3 is about as far back as I'm willing to go, because I don't think Civ 3's mechanics have aged that well, but the original Civ is pretty rough at this point. Also, my favorite I've mentioned this a bunch of times, but democracy government in Civ 1 and Civ 2 has no corruption, which is like the most hilarious thing possible. Yep, democracy, no corruption. Nope, zero corruption when you're in a democracy. It was a more idealistic time, let's just put it that way. Sid Meier didn't really know what he was doing. He was just making a board game that seemed like it was fun. All right, so anyway, now we have the Windrake. So we're supposed to go to this one island, right? We're supposed to go to, I think, is it this island? I think it's this island here. Yeah, I think it's that one. I do like the, this plays the main Final Fantasy V theme. I do like the main theme musically in this game. All right, Sage Guido, let's go. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen. Let's find him. Wait. An earthquake. Oh no. That is a well-timed earthquake. Civ 2 is the end of history of the game. Yes. Colors is absolutely right. If you're thinking of like wider ideology that inspired the game. I mean, it came out in what, 1995, so like it totally makes sense. That refers to a very famous essay that was written in the early 90s. That has not held up particularly well by Francis Fukuyama. I don't really want to get into that diversion. I'll just say it hasn't aged particularly well, but it was a very optimistic take. I mean, Civ as a series basically has to be pretty positivist in terms of like how it conceptualizes things. Otherwise, the game just doesn't work. Like, you kind of need, you basically need that, like, as you get more text, everything gets better. Like, as the eras advance, everything gets better. It kind of has to work that way, or else the gameplay falls apart. You can't have it be like, as you get more advanced tech, you know, like your cities rot from disease or whatnot. Like, the gameplay wouldn't work that way. Things have to get better over time, or the game doesn't work. But it does make some very positivist assumptions about how societies function and how technology works. Anyway, that's getting pretty far afield. I see that we're down to the final seconds here. So, good timing. In the next session, we're going to go do the next part of the game, which is the barrier tower over... Where's the barrier tower? It's over here. So we'll pick that up next time. And instead, for the moment, we're going to switch over to our Civ 4 game, because I'm sure we have a whole bunch of people here. All right. Thanks again, folks. Let's go ahead and switch over to Civ.